The Western learning system introduced by British had many drawbacks as very few primary schools were opened and the education of girls was neglected. Result was that only 2 out of 100 Indian women were able to read and write. Many reformers such as Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwarchand Vidyasagar, Swami Vivekanand, Swami Dayanand, and Jyotiba Phule actively supported and encouraged education of women and set up schools and colleges for the Indian people. They believed that without education it was difficult to bring about reforms in the society. They worked hard for the reformation of the society and to change the mindset of the people. Let us read about the work of some of these reformers. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He felt the need of modern education for Muslims. For this, he set up schools and had many scientific works translated into Urdu. His greatest achievement was the setting up of Anglo-Oriental College in Aligarh. It provided education in science, humanities, and technical subjects in English. Students from all over the country came to study here, and this college is now called Aligarh Muslim University. Maharaja Sayaji Rao was another reformer who set up many schools and colleges in the princely state of Baroda and provided funds for their maintenance. He also established the Baroda College in 1881. This college graduated to a university in 1948 and is now called Maharaja Sayaji Rao University. Britishers' main agenda regarding the education was only to educate the Indians. But some social reformers have another concept of education. They wanted to set up a system of national education which would be very different from the one set up by the British. They requested the government to provide funds for opening more schools and colleges in India. Two leaders who were very attached to the cause of furthering Indian education were Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore. Mahatma Gandhi was against Western education. He felt that such an education was not rooted in the reality of India. He wanted an education that would help Indians take pride in their past. He valued practical knowledge more than learning from books. He wanted all students to learn a craft so that they could become self-sufficient. According to him, that type of education would lead to the development of the body, mind, and soul. Gandhiji introduced the Nai Talim scheme for mass education, a mix of traditional, modern, vocational, and nationalist education. Another advocate of education was Rabindranath Tagore. He established the Vishwa Bharati University at Shanti Niketan. He wanted to combine the best elements of Western and Indian educational systems. Students at Shanti Niketan were taught art, music, dance, and courses in science and technology. Although Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi shared the same ideologies, they reflected differences too. Multiple suggestions came up. Some wanted improvements in the system set up by the British, while some wanted a completely new approach, and others believed that an alternative system would be beneficial to educate people into a culture that is purely nationalist in character. Our next and the last topic is growth of science. Many Indians believed that the neglect of science was the main reason for India's backwardness. Some of them set up scientific societies to popularize science. Mahendra Lal Sarkar founded the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science in 1876 at Calcutta. It became a premier organization for the promotion and popularization of science. In 1914, the Indian Science Congress Association was set up. Scientists from different parts of the country assembled at its sessions and exchanged views. Some of the leading Indian scientists of this period were C.V. Raman, J.C. Bose, S.N. Bose, Meghnad Saha, and Birbal Sahni.